John Scoro, Fisticuff Radio 5365, here with John in the back seat and Big Dan in the front seat. What are we doing out here, dude?
Well, we got stuck in the sand, and we got it out, and
in the Mojave Desert.
And then right after that, I popped my tire in half. Somehow, after jumping my truck and drifting it like a madman, nothing happened to the tire, but this little tiny fucking rock pierced the sidewall. So you saved us. And now, while we're waiting for AAA, we are doing an interview.
You know, I think we could call that we're going to call your truck the heavyweight division yesterday, and that rock Mikey Perez.
Fucking shit. Took out the fucking giant.
Man. So let's talk, dude. Obviously, ADCC yesterday, West Coast Trials, freaking atmosphere was amazing. What'd you think about the event?
Man, I'm just happy I didn't lose to Mike Perez. It was cool, man. It was definitely a big event. West Coast Trials was amazing. Got to see Helena punch her ticket to ADCC, and a couple of guys were hoping that they get invites. And other than that, just an all-around great event, great matches, some really good matches.
Dude. Really good matches. Helena was awesome because the funny thing is I talked to her mom before I went and talked to her, you know, and I'm like, hey, like how sweet is it for your daughter to get the revenge, you know, and be able to get that rematch back. And she's like, you know, honestly, the rematch doesn't matter to Helena, I don't think. She's like, I think the biggest thing is that she got to, you know, work on her wrestling and fix the mistakes that she made at East Coast Trials. And sure as shit, I asked, you know, Helena, hey, which one's more important, the rematch or fixing the mistakes? And
she said revenge.
No, she said fixing the mistakes. And I'm like, how is your mom right? Like, moms are always right, bro. It doesn't matter. Moms are always right. But
I think Helena is actually the most terrifying individual I've ever met in my life. Because, you know, that's a goddamn lie. She's like, I wanted to get her. Even if she would have, like, lost, she would just be happy to beat that girl. Helena is probably the scariest individual I've ever met. Walks on the mat, doesn't say anything, shakes John's hand after class, immediately walks right off the mat. Fucking scary as shit.
Dude, the scariest part is that she's only 17. Like, that's really
the scary 17-year-old. I thought I was bad when I was 17.
Dude, well, and the thing is like she's so intimidating because she's not, I mean, she doesn't look scary. So it's like the guy without cauliflower ear who's been training for 30 years that you're like, no, this isn't how this is supposed to work. Like, you're not supposed to be a nice looking 17-year-old girl who looks nice and then you're a terror, versus like the guy who has no cauliflower ear. But let's talk heavyweight division, dude.
Well, actually, I want to say a quick Helena story.
Oh, let's hear this.
Just shows just how scary this girl is. So we're all of us, you know, class about to start. Danaher's doing his thing on the side of the mat, and you know, we're just fucking around with people, and I'm like, we're just talking about shit. I'm like, Helena, have you ever like, you know, gotten a hard submission in competition? Like, have you ever like cracked somebody? Like, have you ever broken somebody in competition, Helena? You want to know what this girl answers? Probably the craziest answer you've ever heard in your life. Physically or mentally? We're like, what? The fuck did you just fucking say? Holy shit, this girl's fucking terrifying.
Oh my gosh, bro.
When that match started, I told the other judges around me, I'm like, no matter who wins or loses this match, we're looking at two people in the world championships. Mo Black's the only girl that's ever beaten Helena in the year. I've seen 30, 40 of her matches.
Yeah.
Also, great grappler, nicest person in the world, and you know, hoping to see she gets an invite.
Dude, Mo Black is bad. Listen, to beat Helena, and I mean, again, I think the only person in 100 matches last year to beat Helena, like, that's...
Yeah, and East Coast Trials, didn't just beat her, she made her way to the finals and beat her on the biggest stage that she'd been in.
Well, and I think, I mean, listen, we know East Coast Trials don't count for the women as it goes, but I mean, listen, if you take second or take first at East Coast Trials and then second at West Coast Trials against the same person, come on, Mo, punch that ticket.
Yeah,
punch
Mo's got it. Mo knows.
I think every interview I tell Mo like 4 people to put in. I'm like, hey, Mo, put that person in. Like Andy Varela, bro. Tell me Andy Varela does not deserve a ticket.
I think he deserves a ticket.
He has to have a ticket. He's the most entertaining guy right now in jiu-jitsu, in my opinion. Like, made a guy puke yesterday, then stands behind him and flexes. Like, what, bro? That's the greatest picture from West Coast Trials. Then ends up slapping the hell out of a kid and then picks him up and slams him while he's not doing it. Like, Andy's a menace, bro.
I judged that table after we were screaming to stop. The kid with 2 red marks on his face looking around. He picks up and highlight reels him.
The only bad thing is that poor kid just just barely turned 18. So that's almost child abuse, Andy. That's almost child abuse. But hey, listen, like the one thing I'll say about Andy is you get good Andy if you're nice to Andy. You get mean, crazy, aggressive, terrorist Andy if you're even aggressive. That kid was kicking him pretty hard in the chest.
No, it was a push kick. It was just once.
It was like 3. There was like 3 of them.
I'm just saying, the real highlight of the entire event was the sheer ferocity which John Combs decided to puke with.
Oh, bro.
Amazing.
What did he eat before his match is my question. Like that was insane.
And that was before he raised his hands, so the loser was waiting on the mat for the ref's hand raised decision. And everybody's looking behind us because Carlos had moved the trash cans away from the table because he went trash around the table. So he had to puke in front of the camera and then 10 yards behind.
Like, can we just talk about all the other ways it could have gone? Like, he could have not puked right in front of the camera.
Oh yeah, you know? Yeah.
Legend. John Combs is a legend.
John Combs.
And he looked great too. He looked fantastic in his matches.
The best thing is my buddy Laz ended up making a sign that said "Make vomiting legal," and John Combs took a picture with him, and now it's on John Combs' Instagram. So I'm like, this is freaking amazing.
Is this one of those things where John Combs becomes the most important figure in grappling based off of?
He becomes the just bleed guy from MMA.
Pretty much.
That's what it is. The just bleed guy from MMA is now John Combs in Jiu-Jitsu from puking.
He puked because he left it all out there on a win.
He definitely left it all out on the mat.
on the carpet.
The real question is, who was the poor individual who had to clean that shit up?
Sasha.
Yeah,
Sasha the medic.
You had him out in your truck today, 4-wheeler.
I had Sasha in my truck today with one Mariano, and I had 3 other people, and now I have no more truck. Like, off-roading is hard fucking work.
You took the heavyweights with you on the second round.
That's problem. That's the problem.
So, Johnny, what do you think about my off-road ability?
Bro, I was pleasantly surprised with what a great driver you are. And,
that's fucking right.
Drifting, that truck can handle a lot of stuff except for sidewall pressure.
Like, if jumping the truck didn't do it, nothing else did it. Somehow, that did it.
Yeah, we found the rock, and I
did
broke
find
the shit
rock.
out of it.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit.
It had a nice sliced black tire on the side.
Yeah, the whole entire sidewall thing just sucks, bro. That's terrible.
Anton, how are things with you?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm super stoked with the whole entire kids ADCC thing. I think it's like the greatest thing ever. I truly feel like I found my calling talking to these kids and just seeing the way they light up and truly feel like they're the superstars they are, man. I mean, we've got some amazing kids.
I just did both trials in Brazil, and those kids are exciting to watch.
All right, so I got a question for you on that, Johnny, because my question on this is, do you really, and honestly, do you think that the kids in Brazil are, I believe their jiu-jitsu is going to be equivalent, if not better, than the kids in the U.S. I think technical-wise, they're probably going to be better. Wrestling is where I think that we're going to have the advantage.
You're looking at 4 things. You're looking at, let's call it 5. AMG, Carlos Sainz's fantastic program. He's got over 300 kids in there. Some of the most exciting grapplers you've ever seen. AOJ, those guys in Colabate, and those kids are being raised out there in jiu-jitsu. Both jiu-jitsu and wrestling. And then, Wagner's got some amazing kids up there. And then in Brazil, it's all Melky's kids. And Melky runs a program that is just, they're living there, they're training there, they're homeschooling there, they're learning English. They have a room just to watch John Danaher videos. They're learning English
classes.
Yeah, they're taking classes. And, what Melky's, and he's not just coaching, the technique and the jiu-jitsu. He's got one coach in there. He asks every kid after every class, what did you learn today? What did you do? And now, what did you learn about yourself today? What did you do? So the kids are getting developed. So you're looking at 4 programs and some other great kids here and there.
I was say you got to add 10th Planet here with Andy because he's got.
Yeah, Andy's got great kids. And forgive me to the kids. I could name a lot of kids that aren't in those programs. And actually, the Tackets are running a good thing. They're a lot smaller, but the Tackets are running a good show. And there's some guys at your team, I think, that are young enough to compete in that. I'm not sure. But
Helena.
What you can say is that you've got some all-star programs, And overall, across the board, yes, the Americans have better wrestling, exactly like you called it. The Brazilian kids teleport to the back from everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and they're running Aoki locks, or running through mirror locks to get to arm bars. They're taking on those Fabricio Andre, Mika Galval armbar attacks.
Bow and arrows. Like, 8 years old.
Yeah, beautiful movement, scrambling. That's all they know. But I mean, you know what I want to see Mo do? I want to see Mo make Team USA versus the world, like the Ryder Cup, like golf, the Ryder Cup, the most exciting weekend in golf.
I want to save up a little bit more money, and I want to put a kids team together, and I want Mo to put his kids team together, and I want to have a tournament where we have like 4 people all bring teams together, kind of how you guys did over at Aiga. Yep.
That'd be
do something like that.
That'd be
and like,
so
hey,
amazing.
let's go Anton versus Mo. Mo, let me know. I just don't have the budget to pay for my whole team.
You know what else would be cool is you see a lot of these kids for the entire year. The one that comes to mind is Michael Sines. Beautiful jiu-jitsu, beautiful wrestling, great grappler. I think he maybe won the state championship, or maybe that was his brother. You know, these kids we've been watching them for a year develop, but the age they turn 18 before the World Championships. Maybe the age cutoff could be like the end of trials, so that if they have that time, and these kids are also growing up in weight classes.
But I say like this, I think Michael Sains is like kind of a Helena situation, where like Helena destroys and dominates the other 17-year-old kids, and it's I don't want to say that it's not fair, but it's just not fair. I mean, listen, we know that she's going to place first if she's not competing against women. Same thing with Michael.
Chet Thompson, these guys.
Yep, 100%. What I want to see happen is I want to see, because Michael didn't place, and he might not get an invite, right? I mean, the division that he's in is pretty stacked, and I think he would have, and it's his first year as an adult, so I think there's a lot more deserving guys. And Mike, you know I love you when I say that.
Likewise.
But I think what you do is you make Mike the super fight of the Kids Worlds Championship against one of the best kids from Brazil.
And there are kids down there. I saw him. There's a kid that just turned 18, just turned 19. I think he placed second to I forget who he placed second, but like in those weight divisions, like the Kennedy Maciels and the Kalai that's getting an invite. He got
like grab those kids.
Yeah,
like grab a kid who's
we need a
on the
couple
verge.
Super fights, because between the semifinals and the finals, we have some time. Let's watch some fucking great jiu-jitsu.
Yes. I mean, you got kids like Michael Sains. That would be a great fight. I mean, even if his brother was able to come back, I don't know how soon his knee injury is.
I think he's going to be good.
So that's what I'm saying. Put the Sains boy.
Carried him out when
I know, bro. He loves you so much for that.
He fucking better had to carry it.
They're such good kids. I love the Saints kids. But I think if you were to put those 2 brothers against 2 brothers from Brazil, make it a brother versus brother thing or something, you know, and say like, yo, worst case, you find a 3rd brother and make that kid be in Kyle's weight class. There's a kid coming from
Australia, I think, just to compete in this. And there might be a kid in Europe. Who knows? Some kids in Europe. There has to be.
100%. There's got to be somebody out there for Michael Sains to fight.
Baby.
You're going to tell me Michael Sains for Fremo on the World's Kids Championship, showing like, yo, this is where you should be at the peak because I mean, I think it's a prime example of like when you graduate from kids ADCC and you turn 18, if you really want to be competitive at this level, you need to be at the level of a Michael Sains.
Amazing.
I think it's the perfect, like, hey, this is what you need. Mo, holler at me. I got a lot more ideas up here, buddy.
I have a lot of ideas, but I don't think Mo will let me put them into place.
Yeah, but all your ideas are just getting on his live chats.
I think that if Mo let me on more of his live streams, let me tell you this. Has there ever been a time where Mo has regretted putting me on a live stream, except for the time I brought out an AK-47?
Has he ever put you on the chat, except for the time he put you on?
Wait, hold on. Time out. You went on Mo's live on Instagram and brought out an AK-47?
You know, I was just kind of hanging out, and
it's like the most liberal platform ever.
I had a gun close to me, and I just wanted to show him the business a little bit, show him what Mikhail Kalashnikov made.
I was gonna say, was it a real Kalashnikov, or was it a?
It was just an AK. I mean, AK is an AK. It's a fucking piece of shit made out of sheet metal that will always shoot. But every other time, he's put me on like 4 times. He loved it. I mean, I personally have some ideas for ADCC. You know, the thing about ADCC is that it's called Abu Dhabi Combat Club. Why don't we put actual combat into Abu Dhabi Combat Club? Like, for example, wouldn't you love to see it on an elevated platform?
No.
But
No.
Elevated platform.
Listen,
As a judge?
I watched
No.
you and Victor
As a
Hugh
ref?
go on an
No.
elevated platform. That was scary as hell because I was in the front row with my wife, and I wanted no part of either of you.
I'm just saying, if we added weapons to the mix, you know, and I was thinking also like the crowd could have like small things you could throw to the middle, you know, like.
I have a better idea. Here it is right here.
Oh no, what's this?
Hey, now you give me your money. Where's your money, Dan? See, look, you guys should have pin tasers.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
it has to be
Stop.
no, the competitors. But it starts in a zip up pocket.
Oh, you have to
And
get
then
to
you
it.
have to get to it while you're doing jujitsu.
Like seatbelt grab.
Yes.
Dodge ram fight.
Dude.
Hey, you have a good chance against Dan in this crowd.
No, I don't. No, listen. I showed you where that was. You can't use that against me now.
Do it.
I'm gonna get you one time.
Turn the phone.
No. I fucking start flopping like a
I want
fish.
this so bad. How badly does this shit hurt?
I don't know. I've never done it. Why would I do it?
They do it in
This
man
looks so
camp.
fucking fucked up.
Bro.
Why did you tell me that this was in here? Now I'm having way too much.
You see, I'm out of the. God damn it. Somebody's gonna get zapped. I can already tell this. This is gonna be an accidental zapping.
I kind of want to zap you. I just don't want to get in trouble. Can I zap you one time?
No!
It's not gonna fuck you up.
No,
One time.
I almost. It's gonna
One
fuck.
time.
Oh
One
my
time.
god.
Just like this. Just right here. What? I'm not gonna just like this. Get closer so you can see what do. So you can,
All right, let's go.
Where do you want me to zap you?
Oh god.
Through the sweatshirt.
Fuck. I get to zap you back.
No.
Yeah.
It's a one-way thing. One-way thing. Let me zap you once. You're more of a man than
Let's
me.
go.
It's all
Let's
right.
go. Oh, fuck! Oh yeah, boy! Ooh, yeah, you can wrestle with that. Let's do it again, one more time. Let's do it again, one more time.
Are you sure?
I'm not positive. One more time. Let's go. We gotta do it one more.
This is true. This is true.
Ow! Fuck!
Anton is the best interviewer ever.
That shit felt like I got bit by a little dog. I feel like a little dog bit me right now. I was like, ow! Get the dog off! I gotta see what this thing looks like now. I've never been tased in my life.
Yeah.
Dan, no more! Not on the bear skin! Not on the bear skin. Alright, put the taser away, Dan. The taser goes away. Alright, well,
Triple A's here,
listen.
15.
Anton Scoro, Fist to Cup Radio, 5365. Dan, don't do it, you asshole. We're out of here.